Virgin Galactic song, and we've done all these things over the last 4 years with Virgin Galactic. We've been there since the very beginning. Tonight, could we get the earnings that breaks the stock and makes it pop up and take it to a whole new level? Very, very exciting evening lined up. It's the Virgin Galactic earnings. We're ready to rock and roll, and let's get ready to rumble. So I've got all the information for Virgin Galactic. We are waiting to bring it to you. We're going to bring you full analysis on the stock as well. We're not just going to cover the earnings. We're going to bring you a full analysis on the stock as well. It will be a wonderfully exciting evening. It's all lined up for you. We're all ready to go, and sit back and relax for a few hours of nothing but Virgin Galactic. Let me just get my face back in this thing here. There you go. All right. So, let me just refresh that a minute. That's all going a bit doolally. All going a bit doolally on the old YouTube. Let me just replace that screen a minute with something new. Close player. Let's do that again. Let's go back to the channel. I'm just bringing it up on the big screen. Watch behind me. There are people who actually watch that. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, that's better. Let's bring that back to there. Get my face in there. There we go. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, so welcome to the show. We've got the Virgin Galactic colours in the studio. We are all set for a wonderful evening. Will we get the news that we've been so waiting for? And the stock pop. We're also going to keep our eye on XRP as well, expecting a breakout for XRP. All-time highs on the S&P as well today. I said it could happen today. You can see how close it is. We're only a couple of percent away from an all-time high of the S&P 500. What a great time to come during XRP Watch and Virgin Galactic breakout. So, welcome to the show. And we've got everything that we need. We've got just 4 minutes before the bell goes. We'll ring the bell with you live as well. We've got the earnings ready to go. The earnings is coming up. And let's get excited. We've got lots of news today. Opportunities to buy Coinbase today with an absolute nonsense SEC. Old SEC, not the new SEC. The old silly Gary Gensler SEC. Looking into Coinbase. What an opportunity to buy Coinbase. We had the pop with the SEC. Now you've got a drop, so you can buy it back. Let me just fix something under the studio. Just bear with me a second. There we go. That was doing my head in under the desk. I've got pedals that change the cameras, the lighting, and I wanted to make an adjustment. Okay. So, let's get ready to rock and roll. And I think we'll start. We've got 2 minutes to go before we ring the bell. So let's get everybody in. And how we get everybody in is by everybody tapping the like button. And that sends it out onto YouTube. You ready? Sends it out onto YouTube land. All right, tap the like button. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Here we go. Everyone tap the like button. We want to see a short squeeze tonight. Live on the show. Come on, let's go. How many people are watching? We want 200 likes in 1 minute by the time the bell goes. 172 watching. We are now at 22 likes. Let's refresh the screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are now at 59. That was a quick jump. Let's go again. Come on. Smash the like button. I'm loving it. Let's also see if we can get the subscribers up tonight. Let's see how many subscribers we've got watching right now. Let's have a look. 81,047.48. I'm loving it. Let's go. Tap the like button. Let's go. 59. Let's refresh the screen in 3, 2, 1. 100 likes to get suggested. 84. Virgin Galactic. Are we going to get a XRP breakout? Are we going to get an all-time high on the S&P today? It's highly likely. Here it goes. Here's the S&P 500 pushing up. Starting to break up. I'm loving it. 81,049. We want 100 likes. How many have we got? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell goes in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Are we going to get a all-time high of the S&P? 99. One more. We'll ring the bell. We're now at 107. 107, we did it. Fantastic. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. Congratulations. Thank you so much indeed. There we go. Wonderful stuff. There you go. We got our 100 likes and we are off to the races in 3, 2, 1. The market is going up. There it goes. Just about to hit an all-time high. I said we could get an all-time high today. XRP expecting that to break out as well with Bitcoin. And there it goes. We're just 1.5% away now from an all-time high on the S&P. And when that happens, we'll have FOMO taking us another 5% up. We've got a 10% this year. And that's it. It could do 10% straight away and then just go sideways for the rest of the year. That is what I am believing. That's what I'm investing on. Let's see what's moving after the hours. We'll get the S&P, we'll get Virgin Galactic, in the next couple of seconds. So let's go through the closing bell. The bell has gone and let's get all the information on the screen. Here we go. All right, let's go. Here we go.
The year is 1991.
There's our portfolio just up, as you can see. The S&P is up. Virgin Galactic, we are on breakout short squeeze watch. And as I talk to you, the S&P is pumping up. It's not that far away now after hours. I said it would happen today. It looks like it's going to happen right now. It's exactly what I said. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. All-time high on the S&P 500 is imminent. We've been talking about it all day. I've given you the reasons why. The manipulation, the arguing on CNBC. Stupid CNBC contributors manipulating, lying, arguing with each other, trying to stop it. It's happening live as we speak right now. I'm loving it. Virgin Galactic waiting for a breakout. Palantir down slightly. Gold is soaring at the moment, back going up again. Amazon is down. Imagine all this is look, you got Apple and Amazon down and we're about to hit an all-time high on the S&P. Why is that? My favorite sector, the finance sector and defensives outperforming. Apple, next year energy, power, Enphase energy going up. Told everybody it was a great stock to buy. Coca-Cola soaring today. J&J soaring as well. I told you it's a $200 stock. Oil up, Tesla down today. Just wait till tech takes off again. McDonald's up today. Defensives. Google down. Microsoft is flat. Nvidia is down. Think about it. We're guaranteed an all-time high. Think about it, folks. Look at where the market is and all the Mag 7 is down. I mean, work it out for yourself. I mean, this is the easiest trade in the world. Very, very simple to predict this one. Walmart, flat today. Tilray Brands, rubbish. Robinhood, going to $80. IonQ, down. Rocket Lab is up today. Space, we've been talking about it all day. Is it the day for space? We believe it is. Plug, completely destroyed. Do not touch it. Barcoding now, rubbish. Bitcoin, 103, up 0.3. XRP is down, waiting for a breakout. It's happening as I speak, look. The S&P all-time highs just around the corner. I'm loving it. Here we go. Virgin Galactic, we're watching it up in the after hours on a Thursday night. You know by now what it means if Virgin Galactic goes up after hours on a Thursday. You've watched this show for 4 years. You know what comes next. 2.81 after hours. There it is, folks. I've reported to you this. How many times have I said on a Thursday night? 2.81 after hours. Over and over again, I've given you this information. All right, let's get ready. Tap the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get excited for a Virgin Galactic earnings. Do we have the numbers? Let me refresh it. And And we don't have the numbers yet, but we're at 1.62 after hours. I've got my eye on Virgin Galactic. I'm checking the broadcast. They haven't sent the updated link yet. We're in, but we're waiting for the numbers. This is how they've been steadily progressing, constantly beating earnings, 100%. I have a full analysis breakdown for Virgin Galactic. I have the full AI forecast. Now Virgin Galactic is up nearly 3% after hours. Absolutely booming now. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Up 3%. On the after hours Virgin Galactic preview, I have all the software, all the information just waiting for you. I'm absolutely loving it. Now tonight will be a very special event. We're on a short squeeze breakout, XRP breakout, all-time high on the S&P. I told you it was likely to happen today. It looks like it's going to happen. We are only a small amount away now from an all-time high on the S&P. XRP and Bitcoin will break out at the same time. It's trying to. And Virgin Galactic, exactly like I said, after hours on a Thursday, it's doing exactly what it always does. So this is a great, great evening. Now then, what we're going to do now, because we're going to have a busy night, and this is the stock that built our channel. So we're going to be exclusively for members this evening. All right, we're going to be exclusively for members in 3, 2, 1. There we go. We are members only because this was the channel. This was the stock that built this channel and built our audience. So we're going to do a little bit of payback and a thank you to our members who built this. Okay, so here we go. We're just waiting for the numbers. I've got some analysis. I'll bring that to you in a second. Let me just go and react to all our members. Kelvin Romero, hello, how you doing? Terry Rose, how are you? S and P and C and E. Vaz, Sash Delantier, good morning. Doc Henry, hi Martin, please send me the code for Discord 71. Okay, you've run out of time. It's happening when I finish the show. It's done. The code is in your channel, mate. It's in your ticket. It's done. It's in your ticket. Go and do it. Give it to me. I'll upgrade you. If you don't do it now, it's all over, Jeffrey. There are no more free plans as of today. These are the last few minutes now of the day. So that's it. Martin, can you play Sheila? I can't do that because I need copyright-free music. I take it the earnings report is at 4. It's live right now. Just put an order in. This is a scary chart. I'm down today. 24 hours Coca-Cola. Congratulations. Stephen, you think you should be trimming on index? What is the earnings exactly? Virgin Galactic up 2.81 in the after hours. Are we going to get a squeeze live tonight? Hello, Stephen. You are smart to take some small gains and profits. Why be greedy? Hi, all. Holding my breath for earnings. All in. Stephen, why are we up on the market altogether? Bearish outlook or swing strategy? Oh, there it goes. 3.4. Here it goes. We've got a movement now. Are we going to get an all-time high today on the S&P 500? It very much looks like it. I've been saying all day today that the S&P 500 will do exactly this. I told you it would be red today. I told you what the PPI would be. I was right. I told you what CPI would do. I was right. I said it would dip this morning. I wore a red jacket this morning. Told you it would. It did. I said it would pop. It did. I said it could go to an all-time high today, and we are so close to an all-time high on the S&P 500. And when I said it would happen, I also said to you XRP could break out and a short squeeze could happen for Virgin Galactic. It's happening as we speak. It's happening as we speak. Virgin Galactic is now short squeezing. It's now happening as we speak, exactly as I said, exactly to the time. I'm absolutely loving it, loving it, loving it. Come on, let's go, Virgin Galactic. Okay, let's get excited. We can certainly get excited now. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. This is great. It's doing exactly what we wanted, exactly on cue, exactly on time. I posted it all over my socials today, telling you this was going to happen, and we have got a beat beat on earnings, a massive beat on earnings. It's up 12%. We're short squeezing. Here we go. Here we go. Sod this. I'm loving it. We told you 4 years ago this day would come. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. I'm loving it. 16%. There we go. It's happening. Short squeeze. Short squeeze. All the way to $10, all the way to $10. Go, 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 Virgin Galactic. We said this 4 years ago. Go, 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 go. Virgin Galactic can go up now. Virgin Galactic can go all the way to $10. This is absolutely fantastic. I am loving it. For all of you today who bought this is a huge, huge day. We said this day would come. I took a lot of criticism for this, and I said it was going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening live right now on the show. The S&P 500 is going to go to an all-time high. XRP can break out, and Virgin Galactic can go straight to $10. I'm loving it. 12 and a quarter. Go, 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 go. Do not sell it. Do not sell it. Come on, 15%. Come on, let's go. Short squeeze. Go. I'm loving this. I said this would happen. 16%. Great. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Here are the numbers live on the screen. Virgin Galactic. We told everybody it was going to happen. People said it would never happen. It's happening live on the show right now. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the numbers. There it goes. Straight up. Straight up. Don't sell it. Don't, for God's sake, don't sell it. Don't sell it. People on XRP always do this. Look, it's beaten on earnings. Better again. Expected 255. It's now 238. It's a good beat. It's a good beat. I'm absolutely loving it. Congratulations, those who bought this. Why scalp it? People are scalping it again. Oh no, it was so close. It was so close to going to $10. Why on earth are you selling it? Oh, it was so close. It was so close. Come on, stop selling it. Stop scratching your asses for a few pennies. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why are you giving it away? Why are you giving it away again? It was right there. It was right there, primed for a bloody short squeeze. And you gave it away. You gave it away. It's 26% short squeeze. All you've got to do is let it run. Oh my God. I am so excited. Come on, come on. Stop selling it. Stop selling it. Stop selling it. Come on, let it run. Let it run. The S&P 500 can break out tonight. All-time highs. It's right on the edge of an all-time high. Virgin Galactic is right on the edge of an all-out short squeeze, straight to $10. And if we hit $10, we can run up over time to $100. I've been telling you the same thing over and over again. What a great, great night. What a great, great night. But it's very sad to see so many people just taking profit out of nothing. Oh, it's so close. Come on, stop selling it. Stop selling it for nothing. Oh, why would you sell this? Such an opportunity. I need a financial break, betting on it big. I do hope I'm wrong. Standing on the moon, 179, all the likes, come on in. Anita Moore, welcome to you. It's trying to go again. It's trying to go again. Those of you that just keep selling it, keep spoiling it. Just all you've got to do is hold it. Breaking news, Martyn, Judge Torres denied appeal for Ripple SEC case will dump. Breaking news, Martyn, Judge Torres denied appeal for now. Ripple case, I've got no evidence of that. I'm excited. I've got no evidence of that at all. I don't see that story coming out at all. If one of my researchers could send me that. Charles, I do not have that information. And Gate, if you are one of my, if you have access to Discord, Charles, send me a link on Discord and I will verify the news and report on it. Charles, if you are a member of Discord, there it is. Discord Premium is the only service now available. Send it to me. Space is big in my portfolio. Terry Rose, what a great opportunity there. God knows why people sold. Until they came actual space flights during this development phase, is it for me? It's a hold. Absolutely, it's a hold. Fired wrong. See, technically, I'm not sure what that is. No space flights Just developing the building. It's a hold. It's a hold. Why are you selling it? Evening, everyone. Just got 50 shares of Space. $150. Congratulations. Same here. Space has a long way to go. Yes, it can go to $100. Why are you selling it for a few pennies? I will get rich on Space. Let's go. Shazam intro. Sounds like the guy introducing its current tune. You still dealing with Sir Richard Branson? What do you mean, am I still dealing with him? Hi, Saab. It's funny. Space earnings, they haven't made anything. What are you on about? Of course they have. Good afternoon. I've been covering it for 4 years. Listening. Hey there, bud. How you doing? Hey, Steve. How you doing, Saab? Hey, Martyn. Standing on the moon. Love the jacket. Thank you very much. And here it goes again. Here it goes again. Now this time, hold it. This time, hold it. This time, hold it. Take it to 25% and we'll go all the way to $10. Don't sell it now. Don't sell it. Let it go through $4. Let it go through $4. Come on. All you've got to do now is hold this. All you've got to do is hold it. All you've got to do is hold it. Martyn, breaking Ripple News. I need that sent into Discord to verify the news. Otherwise, I can't report on it. What's the code? What do you mean, what's the code? Kelvin Romero, I don't know what you mean. What's the code? I've been trying to get in all day. Kelvin Romero, I've been doing it for a month. The time is too late now, Kelvin. I've been doing this for 1 month, telling everyone to go on the Discord. There's a Discord link in the chat. Go on the Discord, go to the top. This is the last time I'm going to say it. At the top, there's a thing called, right here, I'll show you what it's called. Right at the top, I've been saying it every day for a month, and now everyone's doing it on the last day. Help ticket. If you can't see it, look, open up support. It's right there. Help ticket. No one reads it. It tells you exactly what to do in the help ticket. Just read it, go to the bottom, create a ticket, put your number in, and you get free Discord. But today is the last day. We've been doing it every day for a month. It's now finished. All right? Don't keep asking the same questions. I'm telling you what to do every single day for a month, and today it's done. 19% when it falls. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on, Virgin Galactic. Come on, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is absolutely fantastic. We can short squeeze now. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your seats. 19.65%. This is nothing at all. Let it ride to $10. You're all going to get rich for doing absolutely nothing. What's a good price? Take profits. Why are you talking like that? It's $100 stock. Stop selling it. Whoa, almost 0.25. Standing on the moon. Yes, 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 Martyn. Chill down. No stress. Let's go. It's exciting. I want all my members to make money. It's so easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it, because people keep going, oh, sell it for $2 profit. What are you doing? Damn, yes, glad I came in from Martyn was going to drop. Martyn, you're the best. Boom, don't sell, don't sell. Thank you, Martyn. Made my night, good mate. Not sold a while ago, too uncertain now. Great one. Please, family, don't sold, don't sell. Just hold it, hold it. I don't have it any yet. It was skyrocket holding. I'm watching, but I'm really with you. I'm really ill with the flu. I'm terribly sorry. You're not very well, James. All love to James. 19.64. Up she goes. To all the haters, Martyn, shake them off. Oh, 21.2. We are now in short squeeze form. All you've got to do now is not sell. Not sell. All you've got to do is not sell. The shorts will get squeezed out and it'll explode. Here it is. I promised you 4 years ago a short squeeze. I kept telling you this stock will oh my God. Now we are short squeezing. Here it is. Here it is. Don't sell. Don't sell. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. 4 friggin' years I said this was going to happen, and it's happening live on the show. You can't stop it. You've just got to hold. This can run all the way to $10. You're all going to get rich.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Happening live right now. Huge, 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 all the way. Up she goes like a flipping rocket. There it is. squeeze, short squeeze, short squeeze. Go! $10. Don't sell, don't sell, don't sell, don't sell. All right, live on the show.
Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention.
Join me on a live phone-in.
Don't let the ruthlessness prevail.
Join me on a live phone-in.
Like your fire for
Short squeeze, there it is. It's happening live on the show.
you burst in a fire burn, a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings and rise from the ashes. You burst in a fire burn, a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Short squeeze, there it is. There it is, short squeeze. Hiya, Simon.
Yes.
I
Right,
told
people,
you,
hold,
I told you.
hold it.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Stop selling. Woohoo!
Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn, a thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
You can all get rich now, just hold it.
A thirst and desire.
Please hold it.
I'm loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it like that. Here we go.
Willie, how we
Go,
go?
go, 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 go,
Right.
go, 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 go,
Yeah, no
go.
worries. Yeah, mate.
Hiya, Stephen, come on, let's go, 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 go.
Let's go.
I'm loving it, loving it, loving it.
We're standing on the moon.
You are standing on the moon, you are standing on the moon. You are indeed standing on the moon. It's a great, great night. It's a great, great
Martyn.
night. Yes, mate.
Martyn,
Yes, mate.
we own the moon.
You do. You own the moon now, right? Okay. You own the moon. When did you start making up hashtags? Hang on a minute. Let me just stop that a minute. Steve Mariano. How are you, Steve?
Good, Martin. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. It's great to have you on the show. 4 years I've been saying this will short squeeze. It will, it will, it will. And people didn't believe me and it broke through. I just wish people would stop trimming and selling. It can go straight to $10 and there's a road to $100. You bought a rocket company under the value of the cash, under the value of the assets. The tickets are all sold. All they've got to do tonight is say they've got Delta being delivered and it's straight up to $50 on the road to 100. Are you in Virgin Galactic, mate?
Yes, I started it as soon as you said it was a great buy and you did your first show on it. I put about $5,000 into it and bought 1,600 shares.
When you say first show, when do you mean?
When you first started, one of the first videos that I watched of yours was when you started covering space and how it was going to short squeeze, and I went back and looked at some of your videos.
That was over 4 years ago.
Oh, then I must have. And then you talked about it on your show, and then I was like, I'm in. As soon as it hit like I saw the $3. I bought it in at $3.
Yes, I was covering this when it was $70 old money, which is 20 times what it is today. So it's not even 70 times. It's not even $70. It's $70 times 20. That's when I was first in the stock a long, long time ago, telling everybody that this day would come. So congratulations to you. I first bought this stock at $70 times 20 of where it is today. So
Wow.
I always said that this was going to be the future. It's happening today. This is absolutely great. You're going to get a good earnings call. I'm really excited. If anybody else wants to call in, take part of this. This is an electric night. And those of you that bought this now are in such a great opportunity, a great position. I wouldn't sell it. Of course, you can sell it, but I certainly wouldn't be selling. Some people obviously are. It's a very big mistake. You bought it way undervalued. Kelvin Romero has just created a help ticket. Let me give you the code. There is the code, Kelvin. You've got until the end of this live stream. That is it. There'll be no more tickets after today. That is it. I have still my long-term bag as well. Let me bring some of the comments in. If you want to join us, the earnings call goes live in 30 minutes time. We will cover it live. We'll bring you the best news, all the information, full analysis. We'll have a live phone in. We've got Sensei in the chat. He might do a chart for this. I bet he will. He'll probably cover this on the breakfast show as well in the morning. So if you want to be part of this, the live video phone in is in the chat. I'm so excited. Remember, guys, no one has studied Virgin Galactic more than me. For 4 years, I've interviewed Eric Kearney 3 times. He is the investor relations manager for Virgin Galactic. I was interviewed live by Bloomberg TV on a story around Virgin Galactic. I've covered every flight. I've covered every test flight, every news item for 4 years. And I'm not in the stock, remember, because of integrity of the show. I only own the S&P. I don't want to be a pump and dump channel. But today was always going to happen. But guys, this is only the beginning. It's a stock straight to $10. All you've got to do now is stop selling. Let this continue to squeeze. It's already started, but let it continue. Wait for the news on the call and just stay in. Don't sell it. For God's sake, don't sell it. And I'll give you another reason why. And it's happening right now. I told you this morning that we would get an all-time high on the S&P 500 probably today, and it's only 1.5% away. See it? We are just 1.5% away now from an all-time high. I'm only in the S&P, and I've made now $67,000 from the trough. 67 grand in just a month now. 67 grand in a month just by buying the dip. And we are about to break an all-time high on the S&P. That will take Virgin Galactic up. XRP and Bitcoin will break up with it as well. They'll set all-time highs, and Virgin Galactic will squeeze all the way to $10. What a wonderful, wonderful evening. So where are you calling in from, Stephen?
I'm from the state of New York, where it's hard to get anything.
The state of New York.
And everything costs a fortune.
That's right. That's right. What's the price of eggs in New York? Are they expensive?
It's not good. They came down a little bit, which is good. I'll tell you what's costing me. You know what's costing me a lot of money, though? Sensei selling me and all that gear, man. I just got a sweatshirt. I love it.
You got a sweatshirt. What did you get? Which one did you get?
I got the XRP in sand, and I have your mug too.
You did? Oh, right. That's awesome. That is flipping awesome. I will show you something underneath the video. I think it's underneath the video. Yes, it is. Look at this, folks. Look at this. You want to get this now. Right under the video. Can you see right under the video? Virgin Galactic right there to $100. And let me click on it. There it is. There's the Virgin Galactic to the moon to $100 mug. There you go. There it is. And I think this is limited edition. Oh, it's sold out. It's sold out. Oh, bloody hell. It's already sold out. That was quick. Sorry, guys. It's sold out. You can't buy it. Right. Sensei, can you make something new? Quick. Virgin Galactic short squeeze. I was there when it short squeezed. Sensei. The Virgin Galactic to the moon mug has sold out. I'm not surprised, really. We all knew this day was coming. So anyway, forget that mug idea. Anyway, well, thank you very much for your support, Stephen. Where are you walking through? You're walking through somewhere. What are you doing there?
Oh, no, I'm doing my exercise on the treadmill at the gym right now, but I couldn't miss the show.
I tell you what, mate, that's what I need to be doing, right? I need some kind of exercise equipment in this studio, and I need to be running while I'm doing something because I'm sitting down too much. Hence why my doctor...
It would be classic if you started walking in your gold jacket, while, on the treadmill while you're doing a show.
Can you imagine it? It would be fun. I need to. My doctor's saying you cannot just do these marathon shows all day, every day for 4 years. It's now given me lots of stress. And that's why today I did lots of short shows. And, but it would be great to have the exercise equipment in here. Maybe that'll be the next thing that I'll get in the studio. That'll be really, really cool. Well, guys, if you just tuned in, if you want to call in and join the guys, they're going to be with me on the call. You want to take part in the call. You can react to what they say. You can ask questions. You can be on the call. The link is in the top. You have to be a member. You have to tell me you're calling in the chat, and you can be on the call tonight and have your say, ask questions, and be part of it. The link is in the chat. Live video phone in at the top. We just had a huge pop there. So this is just the beginning, folks. I would not be selling now. I'd be holding and getting really excited for a wonderful evening. Need to get Virgin Galactic to 142 for me to be back in profit. Bloody reverse split did me in. There you go. See what I mean, Steve? There's a guy here at $142. That's the new money now. That's how far down it is. That's how cheap you've got it. Because it did a reverse.
I got it at I did it at $3 and $3.12. I got in.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. You didn't even pay for the cash on the books. Forget the rockets. Forget the customers who have bought the tickets. You bought it for nothing. That's essentially what it is. All we needed was it to be delivered. And it looks tonight, I would imagine by this, there's something in the news, in the report that's going to say Delta is delivered. And if that's the case, straight to $10. And then you've got a business that can go to $100. So why sell it? This is your moment, like Coca-Cola and all these things. When Apple and Amazon, when they first come out, you can own the future of space tourism and be an owner rather than a trader. I mean, nothing wrong with taking some profit, but I certainly wouldn't be selling when you bought it for $3. There are people, who have paid a fortune more than that. Anyway,
how fast can these things squeeze? Like that high?
Well, you saw how quick that went then. That went up like 30% in seconds. A lot of people got squeezed out. Huh?
Yeah, but that's crazy. It was so exciting. And for someone that's not in space like you are, like because you stay true to the S&P 500 to make it this exciting, I appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. But it's just the beginning. It can go to $10 in 2 or 3 seconds. All you need now is a few whales to buy tonight. And that's it. You'll see it go, boom, $10. It's got a big gap to fill. So there's little points on the way up. So it can move very, very quickly. That was great. That was 30% in a few seconds. That's just the beginning. If we get good information tonight, remember the reason why this works like this is because big money, not us, even though we represent 95% of the retail investors of the world. I know that because a couple of years ago, before you were watching my channel, we did a petition to Virgin Galactic. I was interviewing Eric Kearney, and I did a petition, and I got everyone to send in their positions and how much they owned. And I started to talk on the phone privately, and I also shared it on videos, to the biggest whales in the retail space of Virgin Galactic. I spoke to guys with millions of shares of Virgin Galactic, right? So I found out by doing this that we had 95% of the retail investors in our network watching our show, right? So I then put a petition together with a guy called Andy Shovel, who was one of the top whales. He owned a lot. And we put a petition to Eric Kearney and Michael Cole-Glazier, the team, to enact change. They were spending too much money on wages. Michael Cole-Glazier came from Disney, and he was used to wasting money for big lavish parties. And we said, you can't do that. The shareholders getting stuffed. You've got to stop doing it. And they ended up reducing the workforce by about 25%. They moved then into developing Delta, and now we've got a profitable business. All it's got to do now is deliver on Delta, regular flights, regularly, and you've got the best space tourism business in the world, and up we go to $100. So that's what we've been doing behind the scenes for the last 4 years, mate. We wrote the Virgin Galactic song. I did that. Richard Branson saw it at breakfast one day. We had that on the show, and it's been really, really exciting. And you've got it at such a good price. All you got to do is hold it now and be an owner of a rocket company rather than a trader, because you just don't want to start buying on the way up, really. So that's what's happening.
Martyn,
Yes, mate.
can you imagine if they say in the earnings that they've got a test flight for Delta?
Yeah, if they tell us Delta's ready to go, yeah, absolutely. And and I'm glad you mentioned that, because the reason why it will go so quickly is because not retail investors, but real money, big institutions, they don't park their money anywhere, and they don't wait. What they do with their money, they put it in the piggy banks, Coca-Cola, J&J, the S&P, gold, whatever they do, bonds, whatever they do, uninvested cash earning 4%, safe, guaranteed, and they wait. They don't gamble. They don't guess. They're not retail investors. They're not gamblers. They are investors, and they wait. And when they know that something is good to go, they go all in really quickly, like Warren Buffett when he bought Coca-Cola. When it was undervalued and when he understood it, he went in, bang, straight away. And that's what you've got. And if we announce something like that Delta is good to go, institutions are sat on the sidelines, ready to buy. And when they buy, they'll buy big. Because they now know where it's going and they don't mess around. And when they know, it moves, and that's when it will pop. 30% was great, and you saw how fast it went, but that really was nothing. When GameStop short squeezed, it was 100 times, 100% short positions. We've got 24 at the moment, 25. It's anything above 20 is excessive short squeeze territory, but it's not in fact enough for a full out squeeze. That was a good squeeze there, but a full out squeeze, you'll see it go $10, $20, even $30 in seconds. And that's when you really start going, oh my God, I just got rich, like proper rich. So that's what we're looking for. That's what I want to see for everybody. And here's one of our biggest retail investors in the stream right now. Here he is, the man with the Virgin Galactic, everything, the mug, the hat, the t-shirt, and all the shares. Here he is, Zach-Zate. You've been waiting for this day. The day is there. He is with all the mugs. There it is. The day is delivered. The short squeeze has begun. How are you feeling, Zach-Zate?
Cheers.
How are you feeling, mate?
So this morning at 3:30, I purchased another 300 shares because you don't just grab on the way down, you also go on the way up. Sensei
Yes,
said it
true.
yesterday, higher high, lower low, a higher low.
True. Yep, absolutely
So
right.
the last month, the company was trading like the higher high, higher low.
Mm-hmm.
And once it's hit yesterday, it seems like 30 to 50 cents. Sometimes it goes from I was able to purchase at 244, 281, 289, 291, and I was willing to buy more under 3. It was a very undervalued.
Yeah.
So today it's a big profit, but it's still long way from where we need to be.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's like what we always say. Forget your averages. Averages aren't important. People focus on averages. Averages are not important. Think of every institution, every pension fund, every hedge fund manager, anyone who knows anything will tell you 100%, no question. A year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, they'll all still be buying the S&P 500 and paying more for it in the future than it is today. You're always going to be paying more for a stock that goes up in value because that's what happens. All right. So as soon as we have confirmation of something definite with Virgin Galactic and it starts exploding, then people will come in with bigger money than us and start buying. They won't go, oh, I missed it, I should have bought it at $2. No, at $2, their money was parked going nowhere, doing nothing. They don't mind. I mean, at the end of the day, it's better to buy it at $20, knowing it's going to 100 and getting a 5x, than to buy it at 2 and you park your money doing nothing and it might go bankrupt. Absolutely right. So people will come in and start buying on the way up. That's not because they're stupid. It's because they've been waiting for the signal to go. Speculators. That's what we are. We're speculators because the business isn't making any money or it's still losing money. So you're speculating at the moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're the first on the scene. You're the guys with the pans in the sand trying to find the gold. You're panning for gold. You're speculating what the future might hold. And that's what it is. You'll get the best deal if it comes off right, but you'll also lose your money if it goes nowhere. All right, that's what we're all about. Anyway, Simon wants to come back into the call. Let's bring him back in again. Right, we've only got 20 minutes to go before the call begins. In exactly 6 minutes, they will upgrade their they're linked to me. At the moment, this is what I'm looking at. This is what you would look at if you were doing the same thing. In a few minutes, that will change and we'll have a nice presentation. Virgin Galactic used to be rubbish at their presentations. They're not anymore. I think you'll agree, Zach. Since we wrote that letter to Virgin Galactic and they cut their workforce and they upgraded their presentation, it's been first class on the earnings call. Would you agree with that, Zach? The calls have been first class presentation now. The information, yeah.
I'm very excited for this earning call, as every earning call, and as the action probably in 4 earning calls, like I wrote in the chat. I believe the profit will come with the flights. I'm not going to tell you to take 700 passenger with minimum ticket of 450,000 and calculate it. It's about 300 million, which the valuation now is 140, probably change. So you can see where they're at and where the action will take place.
I also, yes, good point. I also want to raise the point as well. Virgin Galactic have to do better with their, oh, hang on. What's this? 77. I have no idea why you're giving me the code. I did put this in the chat as instructed, but I'm still locked out. You put this in the chat. So someone called Plume. I don't know who you are, Plume. You need to be in the chat telling me. So come in the chat now. I don't know why everyone waited to the last day for this. Come into the chat now. I don't know why everyone waited a month to do Discord and now everyone's running around like crazy on the last 10 seconds. I don't get it. There's the link. Right, Plume. I don't know who Plume is. Everyone's got different names. I do my best to help, but you all have different names. There's no way for me to know. So if you are Plume in the chat right now on YouTube, give me that link. But it's all over now. I shouldn't be doing it anymore. So, oh my gosh, there's loads of people doing it now. What's going on? Lisa K, she's doing it. I'm going to close. Hazard's doing it. I'm going to close this in a minute. I've got to get on with the Virgin Galactic call. This is silly. We've had a month now and everyone's doing it on the last day. Okay. So if you've just given me a code, I don't know who you are. You have different names, of course, on Discord. Come into the chat. I'm in members only mode. So if you are a member, I will see it. Give me your ticket number. Give me your code, and I'll do it now. All right. So have I got time to? Yes, mate.
Hey, Martin, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
So I'm not super familiar with using Robinhood because I only use it for space. Let's say you want to sell in the middle of the night because the price shoots up. Does that price when you sell apply, or does it wait till the opening price?
Right. Now, some stocks trade 24/7, some 5 days a week, so 24/5, sorry, from 7 p.m. East Central Time on Sunday to 7 p.m. Central Time on Friday. Not all stocks on Robinhood trade 24/5. Most do, not all do. And you can see which ones do because after 7 o'clock in the evening, look on your app and see if the stock has just got to the end of the day and stopped. If it carries on going and it changes color, you can see it says overnight. It says during the main day. Then it says after hours, then it says overnight, and then it says pre-market. So if it shows you that, you know it's 24/7. Then what you can do, you can say, okay, I want to sell. And by the way, Virgin Galactic is not one of those. So now you know. Virgin Galactic doesn't trade 24/5. But for one that does, let's say VU, Coca-Cola, J&J, Amazon, most do. What you do, you simply set a limit order to sell.
Lugo donated $2 through a super chat. Market closed. Tomorrow opening. You think continue? Market closed.
Tomorrow opening. You think continue? I'm not sure what the question is. Can you rephrase it? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. So you set a limit order, a limit sell. a sell order or a buy order if you want to buy for the price that you want to buy or sell at. And when you do the order, buy or sell, it'll ask you, do you wish to include this if it's a 24-hour stock in the 24-hour overnight trading? And you'll say yes. And then you'll say how long for, 30 days or I think 90 days. I always select the maximum time because I want to have the order go through, right? And then that's it. You leave it. And you might wake up in the morning and get out of bed and find it 12 minutes past 3 in the morning, your stock bought or sold. Absolutely. Now, you must always do a limit order or limit buy or sell, because if you do it manually, if you're up on the toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking I'm going to buy some stock and you just go buy or sell, remember the stock is moving like this and you can end up paying too much or selling under the price you want. So always do a limit order and then leave it alone. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's great advice, because I just want to make sure I don't miss it or have to wait if it hits $100 in the middle of the night.
No, absolutely. What I do for all stocks that you want to trade, whether you want to buy something or sell something, I always have a limit order. When I was buying individual stocks before I went over fully to the S&P for the benefit of this show, I would have limit orders and limit sells on everything all the time, 24/7, particularly before an earnings. Because if you get an earnings leak and suddenly the stock moves violently, you want to benefit from that. There was one famous incident where I bought Amazon for 10% drop and then sold it 1 second later for a 10% profit because the Amazon earnings was leaked and it went down and straight back up again. So I bought and sold within like 2 seconds. That was live on the show. So yeah, if you are not looking to sell, then don't do anything. If you're not looking to buy, don't do anything. But if you want to add to your position or you want to sell your position, always have a limit order in place. And it's why I recommend Robinhood, because you have 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, as opposed to other brokerages. Some do it, but most don't. And that's really important because you've noticed, if you've seen on the show, there's been a few occasions when I have told you precisely at 3 o'clock, there was 2 famous moments in the last month or two, where I said at 3 o'clock, the stock would pop. And it did. How did I know that? Because I speak to the banks. I have connections to the Bank of America. And they often do mass trades, millions of trades, hundreds of millions at 3 a.m. And I said, in the morning at 3 a.m., the stock will move. And it did. So you always want a buy order in to sell or buy if you're trying to add or take away from your position. Does that help you?
Yeah, it does. I'm going to have to set it because my plan is to keep this till it's high double digits or around 100 like you had predicted, and then not have to touch any of my crypto and just leave my crypto because I'm into crypto, really. This was on your suggestion, and I trust you.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's I appreciate you trust me, but you know I understand the stock differently to you. Don't just follow me and whatever, because even though I can see a path to $100, you've seen what happened a moment ago. Everybody started to trim and take profit, and people will. I'm telling you $100 because I've calculated it upon the earnings, the profits, the margins, and so on. Let me just mute Simon's microphone for a second. And I have reasons why it can go to $100. That's my analysis. That doesn't mean to say it will. I say it can. And if people, sell along the way and bring it back down again, well, I can't help that. But it can certainly do that. And it can certainly squeeze tonight to $10 live on the show. Every evidence is there. But, people have lost a lot of money on this stock and they've taken their money out of, they're looking to get the money back out again. So just bear that in mind. Okay.
Yeah. I did some research on it after I saw a couple of your shows on it. So, it's fun to do the research on it after because I don't just want to make a blind investment.
Absolutely. But, yeah. There's nothing.
You're an expert on it, so.
There's nothing wrong with trimming along the way. There's nothing wrong with taking a bit of profit along the way. There's, it's never wrong to do that. But there's a difference between being a trader and being an owner. Now, I'm an owner of the American economy. I own the S&P, and I explain why, what my targets are, what my goals are, what my time frame is. And I like to own as much of the S&P as possible, and I'm not looking to sell it at all. So I like to own businesses that make me money, not sell them just because they've made 10% profit. Because if you buy Virgin Galactic, you are doing it for 2 reasons. One, it's a momentum trade. It's going to explode. It makes you some money. All right, you buy it. That's like being in a casino and seeing that the roulette table is red every single time. You think, oh, I'll have a go. But of course, every time they spin it, it's 50-50 every time. It's not more likely to be red because it was red the last 10 times. It's 50-50 every single time. And people see that and think, oh, I'm going to jump on the train because it looks like it's going to be red. Well, I don't. I never have momentum traded. I buy businesses that I can own. And I like Virgin Galactic for the business of where it's going. So I want to own the business because when they're flying 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and millions of people are going into space, I want to be the one taking the profits every week out of the cash register. Not the guy who sold it 20 years ago and made 50 quid and now I spent it. I had a little holiday or I bought myself a night out with my wife and I'm just watching everybody else make all the money. I want to be an owner of a business. So you got to decide, are you an owner or do you just want to flip it and make some money and then go, sod it, I'm done. But you got to think what comes next. You know, are you going to buy it back at $50 and then lose your money, or what's your strategy? Anyway,
I'm not going to sell all of it. I'm probably going to hold a bunch of it for a long time because I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we've now got our presentation up on the screen. I will show you what we have. Stand by, guys. We've got 10 minutes to go. Here's the call. It's being loaded. Let me check the music. There's the music. Yep, that's all looking good. Yep, I can bring the audio in. We've got nice slides. We've come accustomed now to Virgin Galactic doing a good presentation. It didn't used to be. It used to be bloody rubbish, but it's great now. They've really learned a lot there. I think we've got some star guests in the show. We've got Rod from PAL Group. Here he is.
Jason, Redbone Rattler donated $5 through a super chat. Great show. Great advice. Who dat?
Jason Redbone. We got Pal from PAL Group. This is Rod, one of my mates. How are you, Rod? Great to have you here. 100, really? Only $5 factoring in the reverse split. Yes, 100. We can see that. We'll start looking for. You know, you got to remember, Rod, you are a chart man. You're looking at technical charts and going, how can it get to 100? Sensei also is a technical chart reader. He agrees with me. He can see a path to 100. Why I say going to 100, because I have spoken many times to Eric Kearney, at least 4 times. Oh, I love it. There you go. And it's on a mug, so it must be true. It must be true, because Zach Zate's got a mug with 100 on it, so it must be true, right? That's analysis right there. Gotta be. So I've spoken to the company. I understand.
Yeah, my question, if I may, Martin, if
Yes.
I may, the question, did you discover the new delta on the new mug? I know I have 1 of 5. Is that the delta you planned?
You'll have to ask Sensei. I had nothing to do with designing that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So Zach, Sensei, if you're listening to that, would you like to let Zach Zate know? But yeah, I've spoken to the company. Zach Zate has been there. Zach, who's in the top right-hand corner, has actually been to Virgin Galactic. He's touched Eve. He's gone round the Space Center for us and gave us one of the best moments ever on the show. And I'll always remember it. And I put music to it. I created a music video out of it. And I put Rocket Man, the music. And we all remember that Zach Zate was in the desert. And he walked up to Eve and he went, Eve! With the biggest smile and the biggest sense of pride I've ever seen. I thought, that has to be put to music. So I did. Such pride of owning the business. That's what it's all about. We'll start looking for entry now, said Sensei. Martyn, okay, here we go. Walfredo. Okay, now we're getting some of these come in, all right? Here's my first one. Ticket number 73. After the call, that's it. It's all over. Ticket number 73. You've given me a code, correct code, Walfredo. Can I see if you've got, yes, you're what, Walfredo. No, you do not have a 3-month badge. You've only been a member for 1 month. You may be coming up to 2. It's for 3 months only. So I'm terribly sorry. It's for 3. It's for our founder members unfortunately, you became a member after just 1 month ago. So you may be 2 months, but you're way short of the 3 months. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I've got to close that ticket. I can't upgrade you for free. It's a couple of bucks a month if you'd like it. Let me see if I've got any more. Good evening. Even if it goes to 100 now, it will still be over 91% from all-time high, says Powell Group. That might be correct. I haven't got my calculations in front of me. Do you want to be on the show, Powell? Would you like to? He's got everything. Oh my God, what's that? That's that's the hoodie, right? Oh my God, it's brilliant. It's slowly going up. You just missed it, Eddie. It went up. It did a short squeeze a few moments ago. Flipping is good. Super chat, $5. Thank you. What would space need to look like financially to join? Oh, that's a long way. Sorry, Jason, if you're expecting Virgin Galactic to go into the S&P, that's years away. Yes, Simon.
No, I was just thinking, can you imagine if it goes up towards $100 and then like goes a little bit past $100 and becomes very good, and the S&P likes the look of it, and it becomes part of the S&P. Can you imagine?
But steady on a minute, steady on. Don't get carried away.
And then you'll own some of it.
Yeah, but I would. You're absolutely right. But what you need to remember, folks, for a stock to enter the S&P, Zach's smiling, thinking, okay.
I love the way you think.
I know. We all like it. We like it. The optimism is wonderful. It's completely impossible, but we love it. We love it. We love it, mate. Look.
No, that's how you're greedy. That's the greed.
Yes. Right. Do you know what? It should be right next to Tesla. Totally agree. I'm right with you, Simon. To enter the S&P 500, you have to pass a set of criteria. It's not just it's cool and sexy and my mate Simon bought it down the pub. All right, these aren't going to get it on the S&P. There's criteria that it has to meet with its market cap, its management, its its balance sheet, its cash on the books, its history, its time. There's a whole list of very specific criteria. The S&P 500 is the best 500 companies arguably in the world, most certainly in America, and Virgin Galactic, as much as we love it, isn't close to that. But you never know. You never know. It could happen, and we'd certainly like it if it did.
Look at Palantir. Palantir joined the S&P 500
absolutely,
last year.
Absolutely. It's completely doable, but we're a long way from that.
The force is strong.
Okay. ATAJ Vision, you've given me a code. What does that mean to me? I need to know who you are. It tells you in the instructions, ticket number, code. Please read the instructions. I've been doing this for a month. I'll be so glad when tonight's over and this is behind me. Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know who you are, AT Vision. I don't know who you are on Discord, of course. You might have I don't know what your ticket number is. I've no bloody idea. All right. Okay. Well, Fred, no worries, Martin. Looks like I'm spending some money. Who cares? You just made a bunch on space. Absolutely. It's $2 a month. You're going to get training videos. You can message me directly. That's worth $2, isn't it? I mean, just my time I'll give to you answering your questions privately and directly. You'll also be able to talk to Sensei. You get charts done for you. You've got scalp trading only for premium members for $2. So I don't know why everyone's so... I want it for free. It's like $2. It's $2. All right. I don't know what.
You made a bunch. I made a bench.
Yeah, exactly. Sensei, what's your opinion on the buyback? Steve is trying to call back in again. He wants to be on the show for the call. Thank you, Steve. Made a ton on the Palantir trade. Great stuff. When does the call start? Right now. Okay. That's it. It's finished. The ticket system is finished. I'm closing all the tickets. You pay $2 or you don't get Discord. You've had a month. Time's up. I said it would end today.
No, you lose.
That's right. You've had a month to sleep. Now it's all over. Right? Finished. Done. Get out of it.
I'm nearly lost.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Martin,
here we go. Yes, mate.
I just tried putting a limit order in and it was rejected.
A limit order for what?
To sell a couple of shares at a certain price.
On Robinhood?
Yeah, and then it came back with a notification that it was rejected.
A limit
Because
order.
it was
It can't
like when
get.
you like sell, like I put in to sell a couple of shares when it hits $50 to kind of take a little bit of profits on the way up, and it rejected it.
You went into a stock. Which stock did you? Which stock was it? Space. You went on Robinhood. You own some space, correct? You own space.
Yes.
You went into sell. You went to trade, sell, limit order, and you went what? Sell 2 shares at $50.
I put sell 300 shares at $50, and I hit extended hours, and then I hit accept, and it rejected it.
Okay. Do you have 300 shares?
Yeah, I have 1,600.
You have 1,600. There's no reason why that would reject.
At $50? At $50?
Yeah, I mean, you could put the order in. It's not going to go through for a while, but he could put the order in. There's no reason why that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, it rejected the order, which is weird.
Yeah, there's no reason why it would. There must be something with your account where you're flagged for something. If you got a pattern day trading limit expired, have you done too many trades? No.
No.
Well, what I suggest you do is just try it again. Just do it for $5, just for the sake of it. Just do 1 share for $5. See if it works. Cancel the order once it goes through. There's no reason why. I think.
Another thing, if I may, you gotta sell full share, not partial share. It gotta be even.
He's got
share.
1,600. He's got 1,600. So
yeah, and I put 300 even. I did 300 even.
Yeah. He can definitely do that. There's no reason why, 100% reason, no reason why that wouldn't work. Right, guys, I'll help you at the end of the call, but there's no reason why. I would just suggest there's an error on the system and do it again. Anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Let me mute that. I'm going to put all of you on mute. You can be part of the call. There's the call. You can hear it. Virgin Galactic, any second now. Expect it to be 1 or 2 minutes late. We've got 30 seconds for the scheduled time. It's not they're late. Well, they are late, of course. Everybody goes late for some reason. 1 or 2 minutes late. I don't know why. We all kind of do it, don't we? But anyway, we are just a few seconds away from the call. If you want to be on the call, you can call in and be part of it and react to what you're hearing. Too high volume from where it is. Too high volume from where it is, says Sensei. Too high value from where it is. Okay. I've never heard of that. Oh, let me unmute you a second. It might be because it's so far ahead of where we are today, it just won't accept it on the system.
That's what it said. It said possible reason was that valuation was too far from where it is now.
There you go. There's the answer. I've never done that. I've never gone, I want $1 million for my for my S&P, and I've never tried that. So good luck with that. I mean, congratulations for the idea, but obviously it doesn't work, right? We've just found, I love the way when Zach went, $50? I love it. All right. Okay, here we go.
And tonight, right?
Here we go.
I will be your conference operator today. At this time, I would like to welcome everyone to Virgin Galactic's first quarter 2025 earnings conference call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during this time, simply press star, followed by the number 1 on your telephone keypad. If you would like to withdraw your question, press the pound key. Thank you. I will now turn the call over to Eric Cerny, Vice President of Investor Relations.
I will do Discord during this stream.
Welcome to Virgin Galactic's first quarter 2025 earnings conference call. On the call with me today are Michael Colglazier, Chief Executive Officer, and Doug Ahrens, Chief Financial Officer. Following our prepared remarks, we will open the call for questions. Our press release and slide presentation that will accompany today's remarks are available on our Investor Relations website. Please see slide 2 of the presentation for our safe harbor disclaimer. During today's call, we may make certain forward-looking statements. These statements are based on current expectations and assumptions, and as a result are subject to risk and uncertainties. Many factors could cause actual events to differ materially from the forward-looking statements made on this call. For more information about these risks and uncertainties, please refer to the risk factors in the company's SEC filings made from time to time. You are cautioned not to put undue reliance on forward-looking statements. and the company specifically disclaims any obligation to update the forward-looking statements that may be discussed during this call, whether as a result of new information, future events, or otherwise. Please also note that we will refer to certain non-GAAP financial information on today's call. Please refer to our earnings release for a reconciliation of these non-GAAP financial metrics. Turning to our agenda for today's call on page 3. Today we'll cover progress in developing our next generation spaceships, a look ahead at future commercial initiatives, and a financial update. I'll now turn the call over to our CEO, Michael Colglazier.
Thanks, Eric. Welcome, everyone, to our first quarter earnings call. We opened 2025 driving solid progress toward putting our next generation spaceships into commercial service. An enormous amount of work is taking place across our company as well as at our key suppliers, and we continue to expect our first research space flight will take place in summer of 2026, with private astronaut flights following in fall of 2026. Our company-wide focus on controlling expenses continues as we move with purpose through the remainder of our pre-revenue phase. Year-over-year operating expenses have continued to decrease as our spending has shifted to create the capital assets that drive our business model. This focus on cost has kept our balance sheet strong, with well over $500 million in cash equivalents, and marketable securities on hand. Turning to slide
James
4,
McGovern has become
progress on our new spaceships is an important topic for all our stakeholders, and I will spend time on today's call providing color across many of the areas that make up spaceship production. We released a short video recap of our progress this morning, and I encourage you to check that out. Since we have far more going on than we can cover in an earnings call or a highlight video, I will also share some new ways we are going to bring you behind the scenes to follow along with our progress in more detailed ways. This slide highlights many of the concurrent work streams that are underway to deliver our new spaceships. These include rocket and propulsion systems, avionics and flight controls, mechanical systems, and the ongoing development and delivery of carbon parts. So let's get into it on slide 5. Our hybrid rocket motor system is a huge strategic advantage that supports the long service life of our spaceships while enabling quick turnaround time between flights. Our spaceships are built for breakthrough reusability of 500 flights or more, and most of the components within our propulsion system are built for the life of the ship. The rocket motor, which is designed to be removed and replaced in a matter of hours, is part of what we expect will allow us to drive single ship turnaround time down to days versus the weeks or months typically seen with other rockets. One of the important components of this system is the oxidizer tank. Last quarter, we shared an image of our first flight-ready tank in production. We have since finished fabrication of that tank, completed acceptance testing, and are now doing final prep before sending it to the spaceship factory, where it will be integrated into the fuselage subassembly. Our rocket systems team is amazingly skilled, and it's exciting to see these systems come together. Turning to page 6, I want to recognize great progress from our avionics team. Avionics are the electronic and digital platforms that connect with each system on the ship. These systems give our pilots the information and controls they need to safely operate their missions. With our new spaceships, we're taking advantage of the latest in modern avionics to support even greater predictability and repeatability of our flight profile. In addition, by leaning more heavily into off-the-shelf avionics hardware, in combination with our own proprietary software, we are creating systems that require less maintenance and support faster turnaround times. The ingenuity and elegance that underpin these systems is incredible, especially as they are built with multiple layers of redundancy while maintaining lightweight design and robust maintainability. The test benches in our lab, shown in the image on this page, provide a platform for us to test and verify our spaceship software far in advance of flight, which is designed to significantly de-risk and expedite our flight test program. On page 7, you'll see an image of the simulator where pilots are already testing our new flight control system. The partnership between our engineering team and our spaceship pilots is great to watch. The immersive, hands-on testing enabled by the simulator is also designed to de-risk and expedite our flight test program, as it enables our pilots to fly and refine hundreds of incredibly accurate spaceflight simulations well ahead of our first flight. As a shout out to our flight controls team and pilot corps, they just received the prestigious Jack Northrop Award from the Society of Experimental Test Pilots for Virgin Galactic's presentation of our fly-by-wire spaceship controls. On page 8, I'd like to touch on mechanical systems. These are the important moving parts within the ship, which include landing gear, pneumatic systems, valves, and actuators, just to name a few. Each of these systems has its own set of design, manufacturing, and test requirements. This slide shows various parts of our landing gear. The mechanical systems team already has 95% of the landing gear parts complete and ready for assembly. Pages 9 through 13 highlight some of the many carbon parts that have been built, as well as examples of parts currently in the production cycle. The outer surfaces of the spaceship, built with incredibly strong heat-resistant BMI carbon composite, are referred to as skins. Here, you see images of wing skins, fuselage skins, and feather boom skins, as well as an image of the aft bulkhead, all of which are key structures that make up the spaceship. The image on page 14 captures some of our wing final assembly tools that are installed in our spaceship factory. High-fidelity precision tooling, including these examples from the wing, allow for a much more streamlined assembly process, enabling us to shave months off our historical assembly time while assuring the quality and safety of our building process. This tooling also equips us to make additional spaceships quickly and cost efficiently as we grow and scale our fleet. Lots of exciting work is still ahead as we bring these new spaceships into service. We have detailed program plans for each element of the ship, which allow us to project both schedule and cost with reasonable fidelity. We do not, of course, expect every part of the program to be executed exactly as planned. Almost all large-scale aerospace programs experience bumps in the road that weren't part of the original design. The key to good execution is being able to respond in a nimble fashion whenever these bumps show up, and our manufacturing team, along with our supply chain partners, have demonstrated outstanding ability to adapt around unexpected scenarios. A case in point materialized in our wing subassembly plan last month. One of the wing parts we expected to arrive at our spaceship factory in April was delayed, requiring us to replan the sequence of assembly. Because our assembly tools and processes allow for flexibility in the build process, we've been able to adjust our wing assembly order around the arrival of the late part. In this case, while wing assembly is now starting later than originally planned, the nimble adjustments from the team allow us to adapt to the change without impacting the critical path of the overall project. In addition to maintaining a quick and nimble approach across our manufacturing effort, we build contingency, or buffer, into our schedule estimates, which we manage at the corporate level. This contingency planning provides us the flexibility to absorb unexpected scenarios in one area of the program without disrupting other workflows or macro program timelines. Turning to slide 15, as you can tell, enormous progress is occurring across the company. It's fascinating and important work, but the volume is too great to do it justice in an earnings call format. For this reason, starting in June, we will begin publishing an in-depth series across our social channels that showcases how we build our spaceships. We believe this will be an engaging and exciting way to bring along our customers, our investors, and our fans.
You could speak to me,
that are designed
Mr.
to dramatically
Kearney.
reduce the cost of commercial human spaceflight and open the door to wider access to space travel. We expect this series to debut on our social channels next month. As I shared at the outset of the call, our entire company is focused on bringing these spaceships into service in a safe, timely, and cost-efficient fashion. Before I hand the call over to Doug to talk about the financials of our spaceship program, let's turn to slide 16 and touch on 3 commercial initiatives that are being planned now for execution in the future. First, I'd like to share some color on how we plan to reopen sales as we get closer to bringing our new spaceships into service. We expect to run a highly bespoke education and sales process that will onboard new customers in distinct waves. This approach has several intended benefits. For customers, tailoring the number of new arrivals into our future astronaut community during each wave allows us to provide a white glove onboarding experience that will form the foundation of each customer's journey to space. From a yield management perspective, this allows us to adjust our pricing wave by wave. We expect to open the first wave of spaceflight reservations in Q1 of 2026, which we see as the ideal time to leverage the excitement leading up to the initial flights of our new spaceships. Specific pricing has not been set, although we expect the price will increase relative to our last price of $600,000. We expect the majority of people who will join in this first wave will be new customers, including both scientists and private citizens. With that said, our experience flying Spaceship Unity has us optimistic about repeat business coming from the approximately 675 customers already on our manifest. As a case in point, all 3 of the private astronauts who flew on our last space flight, Galactic 7, have signed on to fly again once our new spaceships are in service. Second, we continue to advance the preliminary development work on our next spaceport, and we are midway through our feasibility assessment with the Italian government for a spaceport in southern Italy. As we shared before, we see excellent potential in a spaceport located in either Europe or the Middle East. Moving to page 17. Third, I want to share a bit more on our carrier ship platform. We've been asked on earnings calls in the past as to whether we plan to develop markets and revenue streams in addition to suborbital spaceflight. I have consistently shared that we first needed to focus our company, bring our new production spaceships into service, and deliver cash-positive operations. While we still have much important work ahead of us to deliver our new spaceships in 2026, the progress we have already made is now allowing us to direct energy toward business development.
It's starting to sell off now,
that could
sadly.
eventually lead to incremental revenue opportunities. We believe taking a more expansive view of our carrier ship platform may be one of those opportunities. Last quarter, we discussed the potential for our carrier aircraft to be adapted for government and research use, given its unique ability to carry heavy payloads to high altitude. The need for an aircraft that can reach high altitude for long durations while lifting heavy payloads, which we refer to as a HAIL heavy aircraft, has existed for many years, and the volume of missions that could leverage this capability has been increasing. Turning to slide 18. Since last quarter, we've connected with leaders within the Department of Defense, national laboratories, and aerospace and defense companies to ascertain the potential product market fit of our carrier aircraft's capabilities with government customer needs. We've been encouraged by initial feedback, which has identified both existing and emerging missions that could potentially benefit from access to HAIL heavy support aircraft. Examples of these missions could include airborne research and development testing, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance support.
It's not
command and
crashing.
control node
It's still up
capabilities,
12%
and
after
multiple
hours.
opportunities within the emerging Golden Dome initiative. In the near term, we plan to explore early steps, including cooperative research and development agreements, as well as other R&D opportunities within the industry to showcase the missions our existing and future carrier ships could support. With that, I'll turn the call over to our CFO, Doug Ahrens.
Thanks, Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. Turning to slide 19 and our financial review of the first quarter. Revenue was approximately $500,000 from future astronaut access fees and event fees. Total operating expenses for the first quarter decreased 21% to $89 million compared to $113 million in the prior year period. We remain highly focused on managing our expenses across all areas of the company. Consistent with the trend during 2024, we continue to see a reduction in operating expenses as our spending shifts from research and development to capital investments in manufacturing assets that can be used to repeatedly build spaceships. With production of our first 2 spaceships underway, we've also been capitalizing the components that are being manufactured or purchased. Capital expenditures for the first quarter grew to $46 million compared to $13 million in the prior year period. Adjusted EBITDA improved to negative $72 million in the first quarter compared to negative $87 million in the prior year period. Free cash flow was negative $122 million in the first quarter, within the range of our guidance. Moving to slide 20, we ended the first quarter with $567 million in cash, cash equivalents, and marketable securities. During the quarter, we generated $31 million in gross proceeds to an at-the-market or ATM equity offering program. The ATM program remains in place both as a potential source of growth capital and as a means to bolster the balance sheet when appropriate. Today, you will see some additional SEC filings from us about the program, but those are all just technical filings, and they all still relate to the same existing $300 million program we entered in November 2024. The filings are not establishing a new or upsized program. Moving to our projection, revenue for the second quarter of 2025 is expected to be approximately $400,000 for astronaut access fees. Forecasted free cash flow for the second quarter of 2025 is expected to be in the range of negative $105 million to $115 million. This projection represents lower spending going forward, as the required peak investment level is now behind us. We further project that cash spending will continue to decline through 2025 as we complete this phase of investment. Moving through the final assembly and testing phase, we expect to continue converting some of our cash on hand into manufacturing assets and spaceships as we bring our initial Delta fleet into service. We anticipate that approximately half of our spending in 2025 will be for one-time capital expenditures for tooling, manufacturing capacity, and the production of our first 2 new Delta-class spaceships. On our last call, I highlighted that our growth in capital expenditures is reflected in property, plant, and equipment, or PP&E, on our balance sheet. We expect that trend will continue to play out in 2025. At the end of the first quarter, we reported $249 million in PP&E compared to $209 million at the end of 2024. With that, I'll turn the call back over to Michael.
Thanks, Doug. Closing on page 21. Q1 demonstrated strong progress, advancing the build of our new spaceships and keeping pace with our plans to begin commercial spaceflight in 2026. I'm encouraged by the momentum and responsiveness of the teams across Virgin Galactic and our supply partners, and I'm looking forward to showcasing how we build spaceships in our new series that will launch next month. We are moving through the necessary steps to conclude the pre-revenue phase of the company. The assets we are creating during this phase are tremendous, including the spaceships that will go into commercial service, as well as the IP, tooling, and manufacturing infrastructure that will be used to expand our fleet. We believe these assets will open up a powerful and profitable business model that will benefit from an industry-leading cost structure, fixed cost leverage as we scale, and an unparalleled customer experience. We're excited to see our new ships come to life in 2025, and we can't wait to begin flying our customers to space in 2026. Operator, let's open the call for questions.
Great stuff.
At this time, I would like to remind everyone, in order to ask a question, press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. We will pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. Your first question comes from the line of Oliver Chen with TD Cowen. Please go ahead.
Hi, Michael and Doug. It's really encouraging about ticket sales opening in first quarter 26. How are you thinking about the total addressable market of 300,000 or more previously, and any thoughts you may have there? Second question is, the free cash flow is encouraging, especially given that peak investments are behind you. What are your thoughts longer term in terms of the free cash flow burn reaching below 100 million, or how would you think more medium to longer term there? And this would love any tactical thoughts if tariffs are impacting some of your material inputs at all. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Oliver. How about this, Michael? I'll take the first one and the last one. Doug, throw free cash flow over to you. So I don't think we have different inputs at the moment, Oliver, as to the macro, 300,000 total addressable market and the growth of that. The analysis that went behind that a couple of years ago, I thought was pretty solid by several of the investment banks that covered the industry. So I don't have any updates to that from proprietary research. I do believe that at the start of this, we are going to see tremendous amount of activity through the sales process, and that's why referral and repeat visitation is so important to us. We put in one note you probably caught. I just thought a nice piece of optimism on how powerful our experience is. We had 3 private astronauts on our last flight. We also had a Turkish government researcher on that flight. All three of those private astronauts have signed up again. It was that meaningful of an experience. So when I see the early years of this, I think we will grow by sales and a heavy amount through referral and a decent amount through repeat. And so the amount we need to tap into the top of the funnel, those 300,000 individuals, is really pretty light at the beginning. And I think that will grow over time as we scale the fleet up. Doug, before I give it to you, I talked to our head of supply chain a couple of times, both in advance of this call and just following along with tariffs. Most of our work, as you'd expect, is U.S. sourced. As you go, multiple layers down the supply chain, some of the raw materials can come from outside of the U.S. Because we've been working on this for a while, we have ordered all the long lead materials in advance. So all the stock we need for these first two ships is pretty much already in.
Bullish signal.
There are small elements, but relatively de minimis into the economics.
Tariffs,
here.
good. And they're selling tickets.
And things
the market likes it. Look, it's going up on that news.
There's a lot of wood in the crates, and wood is up because wood's coming from Canada.
Good time to buy again.
But most of the meaningful expenditures that could have been subject to tariffs have already been purchased.
Great.
Doug, on free cash flow?
Yeah, thanks, Michael. And thanks for the question, Oliver. We're pleased that the peak spending is now behind us. And that's because we've been investing in tooling and there's all the R&D before that. But we showed a lot of pictures of tools that have been already built and they're in the factory. There's a one-time investment, right, that allow us to make copies of the spaceships now with that. But that's where the peak spending was coming from. So now as we go forward, we still have more investments to do as we finish that and really invest in these remaining two spaceships. But what that gives us is a trend where the required spending by quarter goes down. So the trend through 2025 is a declining spend trend. And as you noted, we're still targeting to be below $100 million spend by the fourth quarter of 2025. And then you asked about long term. We do expect that beyond that, the spending level will continue to decline into 2026. And then we start to cross over because in 2026, we have our two spaceships in operations. We start to get cash inflows ahead of the space flights. And that's when it turns over to a positive cash flow business model. So we're pleased with that outlook. Looking much longer term, I can refer you back to the economic model that we've shared in past calls. That's still valid. That's still what we are projecting, that with two spaceships in service and with the launch vehicle, Eve, we expect to be able to get to a revenue level of $450 million a year in steady state. And that generates 90 million to call it 100 million of EBITDA. And that can be, all cash flow unless we choose to plow that back into building more assets. So that's the different phases of our cash flow projections, Oliver.
Thanks a lot. Very helpful. One follow-up. Michael, you have an extensive background from Disney and we lead luxury here at TD Cowen. Would just love your latest views on anything that's changed or how you're thinking lately about customer engagement, experiential, and the lifestyle brand aspect of what you're doing. Thank you.
Only thing I'd add on that note, Oliver, is it's in sight, and we're really excited as a company to start to make Virgin Galactic a real name in that luxury and aspirational brand space. We have everything we need in kind of what this industry is, what the quality of our product is, the aspiration and exclusivity of the product. And now we're building the incredible machines that will allow us to
the market
do it.
likes that.
We're
going
profitable,
profitable,
to step in and
reducing,
be a real player
reducing. It's going up.
Thank you. Best regards.
That's what everyone's been waiting for. You get another chance to go,
Your
guys.
Next question.
Yeah.
Comes from the line of Greg.
We like it. We like it.
If you would like to ask a question,
You might not see it this price again.
Mr. Conrad, your line is now open.
That was the go sign.
Good evening. maybe just to follow up on the reopening of sales in Q1, you mentioned a
I wish
first
I could
wave, but just
buy
given
some.
how you're thinking about future flight cadence, any color in terms
Of course, I can do what I want.
how you
It's
think
my
about
money.
the size of that first wave, and then what is the ideal backlog, just given that flight cadence? You were at 1,000 before you started flights the first time. Like, how do you think about the ideal size of backlog given the overall market size?
Thanks, Greg. I think having a 1 to 2 year backlog is appropriate. I think and that's consistent with where we've been. Once you're past 2 years, I think people are waiting a little longer than is helpful. And, technically you need a month of backlog and it's just fine. But I think having a solid backlog is better. I also think having a year's worth of backlog allows for greater flexibility from a yield management standpoint. So what we're trying to do now is we start with waves because we will be putting our new ships into service. We will start them, they're all expected to fly twice a week when we have the carrier ship capacity to do so. And we expect in general to be able to fly 125 flights over the course of the year. So we'll work to, overhit that, but that's kind of our targeted numbers. So at 6 people per ship, 125 flights a year, that's the capacity that we'll, I'll say, target from an annual point until we expand our fleet. So that means we want to have 6 times 125, that many people signed up on a rolling basis a year in advance. The question really becomes, what price point do we want to bring those people in as our flight rate moves forward? That's one of the benefits of waves from a business standpoint, is we can look at the value we're creating. I think we'll get continued referral and excitement. I do think that will continue to expand the demand pressure.
Scott's going up now. It likes this.
Fleet,
you may never see this again.
And we can think about pricing appropriately there. The other thing with going in waves, which is super important to the customer experience, we're not just bringing people up and down to space. This is a life experience. It's a life journey. And we want to bring people in from the moment they sign on in a way that shows them this is something that is unique in the world, and that experience starts from the moment they sign up. If we just kind of throw the doors open and can't handle the volume or ration the volume coming in, it makes it harder for us to give that white glove treatment to each and every individual astronaut that joins in. So that's why we do it from a customer standpoint. Business-wise, it allows us to yield manage and stair-step pricing up as we go along.
And then, as a follow-up, you mentioned you were about halfway through a feasibility study for a second spaceport in Italy. Can you maybe talk about what some of those main gating factors are in terms of establishing feasibility, and do economics play into that, funds in from Italy or how that gets funded?
Sure. So I'll talk from our side, from the Italian side. What we're doing right now is establishing clarity of what airspace would be needed is a very important element there. So there's an Air Force base that is in the Puglia region of Italy that's been designated by the Italian government as a spaceport region. President Maloney has designated a non-trivial amount of funds into helping move that region into a horizontal, like a runway-based spaceport. So there's good government support in that area. Where we fly is dependent upon lots of factors. And so a lot of what's going on is the specific flight paths, studying the wind and the weather patterns, both across seasons, across days, and intraday across the hours, because depending upon prevailing winds and other factors, we would fly different flight paths, obviously originating and returning to the same runway, but going in different ways. That has different implications to what airspace is either available or might need adjustment within the overall Italian airspace. So that's the heaviest one that we're doing right now. I think when it gets down to economics, the runway's already there. It turns into facilities and hangars for ships at a spaceport, and a place for us to train our customers along the way. Obviously, then building the ships that would operate in there. Those are the primary, I'd say, upfront investment elements of a new spaceport.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your next question comes from the line of Miles Walton of Wolfe Research. Please go ahead.
Hi, guys. This is Greg Dahlberg on for Miles. Thank you for the time. I kind of wanted to dig a little bit deeper into the repeat business aspect, just because you guys have been, emphasizing the importance here. I was wondering, is there like maybe a win rate you're assuming in your medium long-term planning assumptions for a repeat business? I guess just trying to gauge what it could look like, when the cadence of flight starts to really kick up. Thank you.
I think early days, obviously, Greg, in being able to predict, we have a relatively small number of flights, and so the statistical significance is going to be a bit limited there. So more of what we, as far as statistics go, we have, I'd say in the double digits, low to mid double digits of people who have flown that have raised their hand and want to do a repeat with us, percentage-wise there. But I think it's hard to really pull that as the statistical data point to go forward. What I look more closely at is how meaningful was the experience. When I have a chance to talk to people who have flown with us and I get a chance to talk to them afterwards, how meaningful has it stayed? How relevant is this? How important is this in their ongoing life? How much are they talking about it, sharing about it? And just ask, is this something you would like to do again? And if you'd like to do it again, would you like to do it, with people your friends, your family, buddy group, whatever that is. And the feedback I get is very consistent in, I would love to do this again. And so then I think it depends upon the individual and, where their economic situation stands as to whether this is something that they would like to prioritize sooner or later. So we'll see how that all plays itself out. But I do think it's a meaningful piece. What's probably more meaningful is when you have a customer experience that's this powerful is the referral factor, right? Because all the people that our flown astronauts talk to become potential customers for us. And a lot of our flown astronauts know people within that, kind of 300,000 total addressable market. And that makes a more easier customer acquisition process through the referral effort.
Got it. Thank you for the time.
You're welcome.
If there are no further questions, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's call. Thank you all for joining. You may now disconnect.
That was a strange ending. Just end. Okay, fair enough. We've always said this on the show that the investor relations under Eric Kearney is pretty rubbish. No acknowledgement of the retail investor there or any final sum up. Well, that's what we kind of got used to, unfortunately. With it. That was a bit bad, don't you think? Don't you think, Zach? Just end and see you later.
Ow. No, I wasn't impressed too much. There is nothing changed. The same for earning. We got the summer, winter, fall, spring, and next summer they start the flight. So still for earnings to get to the earning of the profit testing flight. To talk about 3 return customers, it's not exactly bright me up because those are research. They've been paid. If you go to a personal person and ask him, would you like to fly it again? I don't think by the amount of money, those are not the return customer. The 3 return customers are the research. So I wouldn't bring it if I was him. And the last thing, if you talk about 500 flight hour for each plan, and you have 2 planes with 6 passengers, we're looking at 6,000 passengers from those 2 Delta. And right now, you already have 670 tickets. They create the squeeze because they put all the tickets. They have 6,000 tickets available if they start the Delta by what he said. And 125 flights a year per 6 people gives you more than the tickets they have. They got to open the sales immediately. If they think everyone got 650,000, they're wrong. And I think the tickets got to be started immediately, or they might be going to track in. They create the short squeeze. They creating that pressure which they can solve way ahead if they can release tickets. But there is so much risk. They don't want to sell tickets if, God forbid, something go wrong. So I'm happy. There is no delays. The parts has been paid. Everything arrived. There is no earlier than time. It's still the same. So nothing happened. We're just getting closer and closer to summer of 2026.
Okay, business as usual. We did have a good pop on the price. It did sell off a bit, but it's still up 15% after hours. Let's just remind ourselves of that position. It's very easy just to get sort of too bogged down. We're up 25% in a week. We're up 55% on the month. We're still down on the 3 months, but most stocks actually are. But 55% up in a month. Pretty good stuff, I would say. I would say you have to be pleased with that. Let me ask Simon, how do you feel? You're an investor. How do you feel on what you heard tonight?
One thing I did like hearing, and I thought it might be the case, is when they said they was worried about the tariffs, so therefore they brought all the parts
that was
before
good.
the tariffs came in.
Yeah, we like that,
So,
and the stock moved on that news. It was good.
yeah, I had a funny feeling. I think you talked about it before, some time ago, that Virgin Galactic might have a problem with the tariffs coming in.
Yeah.
And at that time, I thought to myself, well, if I was Virgin Galactic, I'd buy the parts before that becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done. So that's good.
Yeah, that was good. They've dodged a bullet there, and that could have increased their cost. So I think Zach Zate summed it up perfectly. It was business as usual. Everything is fine. There's no problems. We're moving forward. I think it was great knowing that they've got that they're going to be selling tickets again in the first quarter next year. That's good. I know Zach Zate would like to see it today. Let's get some tickets out. But, they are doing it, and we are moving in the right direction. There's no problems. They gave us a good presentation of the factory and what they're doing. It's all good. It's patience time. But I'll be interested to see what happens tomorrow now, because it takes time for institutions to sit down and digest this. Because remember, they might decide to buy millions of shares in the morning and really invest big. I don't know what's going to happen. We did see that squeeze start there. That was amazing, like 30% in a few minutes. Could see more of that tomorrow. Typically, we see sell-offs from Virgin Galactic after an earnings, but we're still holding up 14.3% after hours. Still a very, very, very good number. Let's see what the institutions and the big investors make of that and go, you know what? It's time to get in. It's not that long until the first quarter of 26, and less than a year away. And of course, you don't wait until that day. It's going to start building this year now. So next couple of quarters, next quarter, or in fact, it's going again. Starting to go again on this. Up 15.81. It's just starting to move after hours. So it could be a very interesting night for this one. So there you go. Would anybody else like to call in and have their say? We are going to wrap this up. And I've just made a statement on Discord for those of you that now the premium service really starts to kick in. It's moving quickly. It's going. It went. Look at that. Starting to move now. Starting to move. Okay, people are digesting this. It could be don't be surprised. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to. I don't bloody know, but it could easily jump to $10 in seconds. It's such a low value market cap. For big institutions, could buy a whole load of shares, and this could move 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300% in seconds. And you wake up tomorrow morning and go, oh my God, it's now $10. Why didn't I buy it?
I needed it at 540 to be the first purchase about 4 years ago.
There you
But
go.
if I look at 3 months ago, still digging, keep
Yeah.
collecting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, for those of us, for those of us like you,
perfectly.
yeah, for those of us like you, Zach, who bought years ago, we're kind of going, this don't make no difference to me, mate. I'm still down. But for those bought this at $2.50 or whatever, you're thinking, oh my God, I've doubled my money. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. You've got such an opportunity. Just hold it and be an owner of a business. I'm not giving you financial advice. I don't know what your situation is, but I would be if I'd bought this at $2.50, and I could have bought it many, many times. And but for obvious reasons, I don't. But there you go. Congratulations, everybody. What we're going to do now is take you over. We're going to get final thoughts from Zach, Zate, and Simon. Going to take you over to the extra channel where we're going to rewind today's events. There's a lot of stuff we covered today. So people that from different time zones will be tuning in and being part of it. Let me just switch over just for a couple of seconds into subscriber mode so anyone now can leave me their thoughts. We are in membership mode at the moment. There you go. We're in subscriber only mode. We're going to send you over to the extra channel. I'm going to replay today's events. It'll be live conversation, so you can give your reaction to what you've heard tonight in the extra channel. So I'm going to play you all the highlights of today, including the earnings for Virgin Galactic and everything else that Sensei did this morning. You don't want to miss it. There is my extra. There it is. I'm going to rewind it from the beginning. You're going to see it go back to the beginning in a few seconds' time. I'm live in the studio. There you go. You can see me sitting here. I'm talking to you live right now. And you can just make out, look, there's Zach. Look, do you see him? Just there. He's just there on the big screen. I'm loving it. All the chat is live. You know that there's no bots and trolls in here. It's a 99 cents paywall. That's all it is to be members only of this channel. And that's it. So please do join us in the extra channel right now so we will replay what you've missed. Plus you'll have all the live chat. Fantastic. Sensei is back, of course, in the morning for his breakfast show. Tomorrow is the Friday phone-in, but it's also Members Day. I'm doing 2 of your reviews tomorrow. The market is about to explode. I've said we could reach all-time highs on the S&P. It's just about done it. It's only 1.5% away, and once it does, it goes through 10% of the S&P. You'll get FOMO. I made the prediction. It's about to happen. I said it could happen today, and it's been sort of teetering right on the edge all day. And of course, when it does, things like Virgin Galactic, you know what happens to those stocks? They all go up when everyone starts buying because everyone's going, okay, the markets are turning bullish. What am I buying? Well, you start to buy the penny stock, the small stocks, the ones that are explosive. So there you go. So expect the short squeeze to continue on Virgin Galactic. Wake up tomorrow morning. Could be at $10. Could be. Virgin Galactic could pop during the next couple of hours. We're going to send you now over to the extra channel. Final thoughts from you, Simon, before we go to extra channel.
So what I'd like to say is, if people hold, then you're gonna get wealthy. But if you don't hold because you feel like you need the money or whatever, doesn't bother me, doesn't bother Zach, because
I'll buy from them.
We're in it long term. So I'm not selling. I've got 4,500 shares and I'm happy. So
brilliant.
We're walking on the moon.
He's upgraded my standing on the moon. Bit of a cheek, really, isn't it? Bit of a cheek. Anyway, Zach Zate, final thoughts from you.
Like you started with the earning, you started the journey with a company that you favorite, and definitely one of my favorite, of course, being there, doing follow, bringing the earnings. It's incredible. I'll be there for every space broadcast you'll bring us. And remember, if you're not good in stocks, at least be good with socks. Can you see the socks? Your socks?
Virgin Galactic socks. Martyn Lucas. Oh, that's the Christmas socks. The Christmas socks. I love it. I love it, Zach. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure having you on the stream. I'll see you in the morning for the Friday phone-in. Cheers, guys. Absolutely fantastic. There's Simon and Zach Zate, Virgin Galactic investors, live on the show. Wonderful stuff indeed. Right. Don't be surprised if Virgin Galactic pops up throughout the night. It could easily do that. 15% already in the after hours. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Where's it going? Some good stuff there. Business as usual. No problem. Selling tickets in the first quarter. We love it, love it, love it. That's it from me. Let me end the link right now. So let me end this live video phone in. Let me unpin that. Let me end the poll. Buy, hold, or sell. 43% out of 668 say buy. Congratulations. That looks as bullish as you get. Let me give you the link to Extra. We're going there live now. 99 cents if you're not a member. Join the party. Let me replay all today's events, and you can then chat live as well. I'll see you in the morning straight after breakfast show. It's Members Day tomorrow after the Friday phone-in. I'll be doing your reviews. That's it. Fantastic. Everybody now on Discord Premium. I've just upgraded all the services. I've just put a message. You can all friend request me and send me direct message. I'm here to support all of my Discord members. It's the only way you can direct message me. The only way. No emails, no phone calls, text. That is it. I'm here to help. We've got training videos coming, and I'm very excited about the service that we're providing now on Discord. It's Discord Premium and Discord Premium only. That's it. If you do sign up for free, you see nothing. You do nothing. There's nothing that happens. All right. So Discord Premium only. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I'll see you back in the morning now. Join me on Extra. Thanks for all the comments and questions. And once again, for the final time, I'd like to say thank you to all of those that sent me messages when I wasn't very well yesterday. Lots of stress and pain in my chest. I'm not doing long days again. That's why I'm not going 12 hours all day, every day now. I'm doing breaks in between, and that's why I've been doing breaks today. So thank you very much for all your messages. It was very much appreciated. I now have replied to every single member. Every single one. Thank you very much indeed. Until next time, see you in the morning. Join me now on Extra. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.